we are going to learn concept of joint product and byproduct. Let us first understand the difference. Suppose we are doing input of raw materials and then doing processing on it, and once this input are processed, there are two outputs, product X and product Y. Product X is having a market value of rupees 100 per unit. Product Y is having market value of rupees 95 per unit. With one common raw material, with one common process. This is a common process. Two products are manufactured, product X and Y. What do you think is an objective of this business? Say business is X Limited. Their objective is to manufacture product X. Their objective is to manufacture product Y, or their objective is to manufacture both the products? Both the products, because one is having value of 100 rupees, another is having value of 95 unit. The objective is to manufacture both the products and sell both the products, right? This two product X and product Y, will be termed as which type of product? Joint product. Then sir, what is byproduct? Same thing, there is a raw material which is input, goes into a common process, and there are two outputs, product X and product Y. See, the market value of product X is rupees 1 lakh per unit. It is very valuable. And the market value of product Y is rupees 10 per unit. Is rupees 10 per unit. How many products are manufactured? 100 units of X and 100 units of Y. Graph looks same, whether it is joint product or byproduct. But understand, here the objective of the business is to manufacture product X. The objective of the business is not to manufacture product Y. It is automatically manufactured, can be sold at a scrap value of rupees 10, very minimal amount as compared to product X is concerned. If you see the objective of the business, it would be to manufacture X. But the process is such that product Y is automatically manufactured and it is having very less value. The objective is to manufacture product X and a byproduct Y is manufactured with this particular process. This will be termed as, both product will not be termed as byproduct. Which is byproduct? Product Y is a byproduct. Sir, they look same. The answer is yes. It just depends upon the objective. Whether the objective is to manufacture both the products, then it is a joint product. Otherwise, it is a byproduct. Right? This is difference between joint product and byproduct. We are going to first concentrate only on joint product. Try to concentrate. Again, I am drawing the same example. Raw material of rupees 100 kgs is introduced in a process at the rate of rupees 10 per kg. What is the total cost? Rupees 1000. This raw material are then further processed. Let me not write down further processed. Let me write down only processed. They are processed. and two units are manufactured. Two products are manufactured which are joint product X and Y. How many units of X are manufactured? 100 units of X are manufactured and 200 units of Y are manufactured. They are joint product. It is given that they are joint product. Product X. Now this is a common cost. Let me also write down the processing cost is rupees 9,000. So up till this stage, what is the total cost? 9,000 plus 1,000 is equal to 10,000. Whether it is cost of X or whether it is cost of Y, it is cost of both. So the cost of rupees 10,000, do you understand? Total cost of rupees 10,000. You agree it is for product X as well as Y? It will be termed as which cost? Joint cost. Right. The cost of 10,000 is joint cost. This point, this particular point will be regarded as split off point. Do you understand even logically? This is the point from where X and Y are becoming a separate product. What is market value of X? Suppose if X is sold, it can be sold at the rate of rupees 3. So what will be total sales value? Rupees 300. And this can be sold at rupees 2. So what will be total sales value? 400 rupees. And this is the position. All of you understood up till this stage? Product X, if not sold, can be further manufactured. Product X, if not sold, can be further manufactured. And how it can be manufactured? Again, you will have to do the process. Can I say it is further processing cost? And it cost us rupees 200 in total. That is rupees 2 per unit. There are 100 units of X, rupees 2 per unit to further manufacture it. And this will be 200 rupees. And from this, one product will come out, which is product FX. What is FX? Final X. Alright, that is which type of product? Final X. This can be done only if product is not sold at this stage. If the product is sold at split off point, then you cannot further process it. But if you further process it, further processing, you can sell product FX. At what rate? You can sell product FX. And how many units will be there? Units will be 100 units. So there is no loss, right? The 100 units was input, and after further processing also 100 units was output. And it can be sold at the rate of rupees 7. So what will be total sales value? Rupees 700. Right? Can both be sold, product X and product FX? No. Right? There is an option. You can sell it at X and you can further processing and sell FX. Right? Y cannot be further processed. Y cannot be further. So if you want to sell Y, you will have to sell it at 400 rupees. That is at split off point. I want you to tell me about this cost of rupees 200. Is it a part of joint cost? Is it a part of joint cost? Yes or no? No, it is not a part of joint cost. It is only related to X, right? Joint cost looks like overhead. right? It is a common cost between X and Y. Whenever there is an overhead, there will be always a problem of how to segregate that overhead between X and Y. And also you have understood this further processing. All right. Let me directly skip to this point. What do you advise to the company whether they should further process X or not? What do you advise to the company? I am directly asking you decision making after explaining you the base. What do you think? See, always how you should take the decision. What is the decision? Whether we should further process or not. What you should write down? What are benefits of further processing? What is cost of further processing? If benefit is higher than cost, you should always further process. If you further process, at what rate you can sell the product? 700 rupees. All of you agree? But that is not a benefit of further processing, right? It is a sales, say it is selling price of your product. Had you not further processed, what would be your selling price? 300 minus 300. What is the answer? Rupees. Do you understand? If you further process the product, you will be getting 400 rupees more in terms of selling price. There will be a cost. I'm not saying there will be zero cost. But if you further process, the same goods can be sold at 700 rupees instead of 300 rupees. So what is the benefit of further processing? 400 rupees. What is cost of further processing? Directly it is available. What is the cost of further processing? 200. What is net benefit of further processing? It is rupees. If you are an accountant, you should advise to the company that you should always further process product X. There is no question in product Y because further processing of product Y is not possible. This is further processing decision. This also we are going to do. Where is joint cost in this decision? There is a joint cost of 10,000 rupees. Should be considered, should not be considered? Yes or no? Why not? How much cost you are going to incur if you further process? Joint cost. How much cost you are going to incur if you further process? 10,000. How much cost you are going to incur if you do not further process? Rupees 10,000. So this cost does not change whether you take a decision of further processing or not. A cost which does not change is termed as irrelevant. What is the meaning of irrelevant? When this creditors comes to you to take 1,000 rupees, tell him you are irrelevant. Yes or no? Then it is irrelevant for decision making. This cost is irrelevant for recording. You will have to consider. For costing the product, determining the selling price, you will have to consider this product. I am not saying to determine the selling price, it is irrelevant. Why? You will have to cover this cost from which product? Both X and Y. This 10,000 rupees cost, you will have to cover it from X and Y. But if someone tells you whether you should further process or not, then for that decision, this joint cost is which type of cost? Irrelevant cost for this decision making, right? So this is a further processing decision. Some of the questions will be getting of further processing, but right now we are concentrating on joint cost of rupees 10,000. It is for product X or product Y, both. And we know total is how much? 10,000. So should it be allocated to X and Y? Yes. You will have to take some decisions regarding X and Y. You will have to distribute the overhead. Say the selling price is determined from cost. Here I have written the selling price, but you determine your selling price from cost. Then to recover that joint cost, it should be distributed to X and Y. What should be the method of distribution? What should be the method of distribution? First is physical quantity. This is method number 1. Physical quantity method. What was a physical quantity at a split off point? Here also it is 100 and 200, but I am talking about split off point. What is the physical quantity of X at split off point? 100. What is the physical quantity of Y at split off point? 200. So 100 units of X is manufactured, 200 units of Y is manufactured. Joint cost should be distributed in the ratio of 100 is to 200. That is 1 is to 2. One of the method for distributing joint cost to joint products. 1 is to 2 and 10,000. What will be the answer? It is 3,333 and this will be 6,667. Joint cost will be given to X 3,333 rupees, will be given to Y 6,667 rupees. This will be joint cost. Method number 2. What is joint cost? Rupees 10,000. I hope you understand these are OR method, right? Either you will distribute in the physical quantity method or you will distribute in second method, which is sales value at split off point. Sales value at split off point. Probably I will not have to explain you the method. I want to distribute cost of rupees 10,000. What is the sales unit at split off point? 100 and 200. What is the sales value at split off point? 300 and 400. So what is considered? Only unit is considered or even selling price is considered? Selling price is considered. So it is sales value at split off point. Then it will be distributed in the ratio of 300 is to 400 or 3 is to 4. What is the distribution? 4,286 and 5,714. Very simple. Or you can do it by, again, let me write down joint cost is 10,000 and it can be done by survey method. What is a survey method? Please try to understand. How many units of X and Y are manufactured? 100 and 200. By some survey, you have got an idea that the importance that should be given while distributing joint cost to X is say 5 and distributing joint cost to Y is say 4. Survey is nothing but what weight should be given when you are manufacturing X 5 and what weight should be given 4. What is this? 500. This is 800. Alright. So have you multiplied selling price over here? No. Some figures are done from survey that what weight should be allocated to X and Y. Now, it will not be asked in examination to find out the weights, right? It should be given. If survey method is asked, it should be given that by a survey, weight of 5 should be given to X and weight of 4 should be given to Y. Then I'll be distributing in survey method in the ratio of 5:8. What will be the answer? 3,846. And Y? 6,150. We have distributed joint cost in the ratio of survey method or some specified method. Last one. My joint cost is 10,000. I will be distributing it at NRV at split off point. NRV at split off point. All right. What is the sales value of X? 300. What is sales value of Y? 400. If I distribute in the ratio of 3:4, it will be termed as a sales value at split off point. What we are finding out is net realizable value at split off point. Try to understand. Have we taken a decision that you should always further manufacture X and you should manufacture FX instead of X? So a good businessman will always be manufacturing FX. So that businessman is never going to realize this 300 rupees. This 300 rupees is practically a useless figure for this particular businessman. Why? Is he going to sell at split off point? Do you understand this term, right? Selling the product at split off point without further manufacturing it. He is going to do or not going to do? Not going to do. Then which sales value should be considered? You should consider the sales value. Sales value of FX. Can you tell me what is the sales value of FX? It is 100 units into 7. 100 units into 7, which is rupees 700. And for Y, there is no sales value at final stage. There is only sales value at split off point. So we will have to take NRV at split. It is never going to be further manufactured. So what is the sales value for that is 400 rupees. 200 into 2 is 400. But please understand, these two figures cannot be compared. Why try to understand? Whenever you are distributing this cost, always the base should be taken of something from here. You cannot take a base of something from here. Why? Let me tell you. This selling price of FX includes cost of FX plus some profit. Cost of FX includes some joint cost. I'm not saying total joint cost, but a portion of joint cost should be included in it, plus further processing cost will be included in cost of FX. Now you are using this figure to distribute this cost, which is not a very good idea because they both are independent. Do you agree? Joint cost and further processing cost is not having any relation. Then this should not become in any way part of the distributing joint cost between X and Y. But sir, we have taken this figure. So what we will be doing is this. Try to concentrate. From this, we will be reducing further processing costs. What is further processing cost in case of FX? Only further processing cost. Huh? It is how much? 200. So what is this answer? Rupees 500. Now try to understand. We started with this. We reduced this 200 rupees. So ultimately I am getting value at this stage. Are you getting it? I started with final stage, but then I reduced further processing cost. So ultimately what I am getting is a sales value at NRV. Sir, but sales value at NRV, sales value at split off point is 3 rupees. I am so not writing it down that it is a sales value. What I am writing it down? Net realizable value at split off point. Why I cannot take 700? Because it is not at split off point. So I reduced further processing cost, and this is what I will be getting NRV at split off point. Sir, this is a sales value at split off point. In this case, a sales value at split off point and NRV at split off point is same. This is NRV at split off point. This is NRV at split off point. If you want to distribute the further processing cost, it should be distributed in the ratio of 5:4. What is the distribution? 5, 5, 5, 6 and 4, 4. See, product tax in last case becomes more valuable. Why? After further processing, it is giving you more profit. So it is more valuable. More cost should be allocated to product X. This is what NRV method is saying. Sir, which method is best and which should be followed? Please try to understand. It depends upon process to process. Right? If the common process is common and it cannot be segregated, the best idea is to either quantity or sales value at split off point. If the cost is more dependent upon revenue, it should be at NRV at split off point. So in examination, of course, it will be given that you will have to distribute joint cost between two products in which manner. So if I am using physical quantity method, I will be distributing 3,333 to X and 6,667 to Y. Alright. I am also doing profitability statement. I have taken selling price very less, so profit there will be always losses, right? Because this is 10,000 rupees and our selling price is coming to 700, 400, 300. But it is all right. When we'll be doing joint cost actual questions, we will be also doing profitability statement. What is the profit for X? What is the profit for Y? So 2 points normally are asked in examination. Point number 1, distribute joint cost between joint product. Number 2, whether further processing should be done or. These are the 2 questions that we'll be solving in joint product questions. We are directly going to questions. C 10.1. C 10.1. In Mahesh Limited, the cost of refining operations to split off point during a period amounted to 72,000 with the following production of a product. So there is a joint cost which is rupees 72,000. The following production of a product: first grade, second grade and third grade. First grade, second grade and third grade. First grade 300 units are manufactured. Second grade 600 units are manufactured. And third grade again 300 units are manufactured. You are required to apportion the joint cost on average unit cost method. Unit cost method is same as physical quantity method. So let me distribute joint cost. Joint cost method number 1. Total is 72,000. First grade, second grade, and third grade. Joint cost distributed in physical unit method is 1:2:1. That is 300:600:300. Which will be 72,000 into 1 divided by 4, 18,000. 18,000, 36,000. On technical evaluation method with points 4, 3 and 2 for the 3 grades respectively. Joint cost total 72,000 should be normally distributed in 300, 600, 300, but they have given weights or points of 4, 3 and 2. So this will be 1200, this will be 1800, this will be 600. So this will be 1, 3, 2. So it should be distributed in the ratio of 2:3:1. So just 24,000, 36,000 and 12,000. Also highlight the anomaly, if any, in using the average unit cost method. So is there any loophole if we use average unit cost method? The answer is yes. If we use this method, we are giving weightage only to number of units and we are not giving weightage to value of the product, right? See, this is by name. It is first grade. So it might be having more value. So it might be absorbing more cost. It should absorb more cost, which is not taken into consideration if you just apportion the joint cost in physical units method. What is the loophole when you use the physical units method? The value of the goods are not taken into consideration and only quantity of goods are taken into consideration. So do you understand this? Suppose this is gold and this is scrap. Then also you are distributing less joint cost to gold and more joint cost to scrap. You are considering value or only units? Units. This is the loophole when you use unit method. 10.2. A company produces two joint products P and Q in the ratio of 70:30 from basic raw material in department A. The input output ratio in department A is 100:85. Product P can be sold at a split of stage or can be further processed in department B and sold as a product AR. The input output ratio in department B is 100:90. Department B is created to process product P only to make it product AR. The input output ratio of department B is 100:90. Department B is created to process product P only and to make it product AR. Okay. Selling price per kg are product P, product Q, product AR. Production will be taken up in next month. Raw material 8 lakhs kgs. Purchase price is 80 per kg. Monthly expense of the department are given below. Department A, those are rupees in lakhs, so it is looking somewhat small. Department A, total is 150 lakhs and department B, total is 64 lakhs. There are variable and fixed, that is all right. Selling expense of product P is 24.60 and product Q is 21.60 lakhs. And product AR is 16.80 lakhs. Prepare a statement showing the apportionment of joint cost. State whether it is advisable to produce product AR or not. First, I will be solving second question and then I will be solving first question. Always draw a good painting when you are solving joint cost and joint product and byproduct. A company produces two products P and Q from department A. So, this is your department A. Which joint product are manufactured? P and Q. In which ratio? 70:30. From a basic raw material. The input output ratio in department A is 100:85. It is input output ratio of which department? Department A, which is 100:85. Product P can be sold at a split of stage or can be further processed in department B. So product P can be further processed. And which will be this department? Department B. The input output ratio or in department B and sold as a product AR. So once the product is further processed, what was the name of the product before? P. Now it is further processed, so the name of the product will be changed to AR. The input output ratio in department B is 100:90. It is 100:90. I'll tell you what is input output ratio and how this will be used. Department B is created to process product P only and to make product AR. So this is directly related. Department B only converts P to AR, that's it. It does not use anything for Q. It is not used in processing Q. Selling price per kg are as follow. Product P rupees 85. Selling price is rupees 85. It is per unit. Product Q 290. Selling price is 290. And product AR 115. Selling price is 115. Sir, we will be getting 85 and 115 together? Never. Either you can sell the product at split off point or you can further manufacture it. Production will be taken up in next month. That is all right. Raw material of 8 lakh kgs with a purchase price of 80 per kg will be purchased. So how much will be raw material will come over here? All of you agree? Raw material will come over here. How much raw material is input? 8 lakh kgs. At the rate of rupees 80. What is the total answer? 64 lakhs or 6 crore 40 lakhs? It is rupees 640 lakhs. Monthly expense of department A and B are as follows. So department A total cost is 150 lakhs. Department A is over here. Total cost is 150 lakhs. And it includes other direct materials. It does not include this material. And department B total cost is 64 lakhs. The selling expense of product P is 24.60. Selling expense of P is a total rupees 24.60 lakhs. Selling expense of product Q is 21 lakh 60,000. And the selling expense of AR is 16 lakh 80,000. Prepare a statement showing apportionment of joint cost that we are going to do. State whether it is advisable to produce product AR or not. So we are taking further processing decision. Further processing decision is of AR only. Whether we should manufacture AR or whether we should sell product P. Let me give you a guidance. First, let me find out first joint cost. What will be joint cost? Material of 6 crore 40 lakhs plus expenses of department A 150. Department A is working for both the products, so it is a joint cost. What is the total? 790 lakhs. Alright. I am taking further processing decision. See, always it is very easy to take a further processing decision. Write down benefits. Benefits of running a company or benefits of further processing? Benefit of further processing minus cost of further processing. Benefit of further processing, cost of further processing, compare it, you will be getting the answer. Alright. If you further process, you will be able to sell how many units? We have not found out the units. First, let us do this. How much raw material is input over here? In kgs. Now I want answer in kgs. It is 8 lakh kgs. What is input output ratio in department A? 100 is to 85. What does it mean? If you input 100 units in department A, only 85 units will come out. Only 85 units will come out. So what will be the normal loss? 15%. In as far as which department is concerned? Department A. So at a split off point, total how many units will be manufactured? 8 lakh into 85%. 100 is to 85 is 85% output ratio. 8 lakh into 85%. What is the answer? 6 lakh 80,000 total units will be manufactured. How much of P and Q they have given? That at split of point, it is manufactured in the ratio of 70:30. That is 70% will be P and 30% will be Q. So how much P will be manufactured? 6,80,000 into 70%. You can directly do it. It is 4,76,000 units. And how much Q will be manufactured? 6,80,000 into 30%. 2,04,000 units. Agreed? And if further manufactured, P will be using department B to further manufacture. What is input output ratio in department B? 100:90. So 90%. What does 100:90 means? If you input 100 units, the output will be only 90 units. Other will be normal loss. So 4,76,000 into 90%. This will be number of units that will be manufactured of AR. What is the answer? 4,28,400. Please try to understand how much kgs of raw material you are inputting. What is the input? 8 lakh kgs. It is processed in department A, which is having input output ratio of 100:85. So only 85% of total product will be manufactured. That is 6,80,000 total product will be manufactured. And it is given that 6,80,000 will be manufactured in the ratio of 70:30 as far as P and Q is concerned. So we found out 4,76,000 and 2,04,000. Once 4,76,000 of P are manufactured, if we sell it at split of point, this, what we are going to get if we sell this at split of point? I will be selling 4,76,000 units, then I will not be selling 4,28,400 if I sell it at split of point. Alright. If I further manufacture product P in department B, again there is an input output ratio of 100:90. So only 90% of input will be manufactured in department B. 90% of 4,76,000 is 4,28,400. Try to understand the benefit. If I further manufacture and produce AR, I am going to get a selling price of 115 on 4,28,400. So 4,28,400 units multiplied by 115 rupees per unit. This is the selling price which I am going to get. Is it correct? If I further process this product P into AR, but I will have to incur selling cost to sell this product, 16,80,000. Is it all? So I am deducting that minus 16,80,000. Can you give me the answer? Only of this. Of this. 75,86,000. For 75,86,000 rupees will be my sales. See, this is termed as a net sales. So what is the net sales? Sales minus selling cost is net sales. All right. Say, I want to sell this office at the rate of rupees 51 lakhs. And the broker says that you will have to pay me 1 lakh rupees. Then what will be my net sales? 51 lakh minus 1 lakh. Because I know that 1 lakh is to be paid to broker. So net sales will be 50 lakhs. This is incorrect answer. Or it is correct answer? Correct. All right. This is the sales if I am going to further manufacture. But if I was not going to further manufacture, then also I would have sold this product. Then at what rate I would have sold this product? I would have sold 4,28,400. No. Had I sold it at a split off point, I would have sold 4,76,000 units, right? At split off point, I would have sold 4,76,000 units. At what rate? 85. And I would have incurred a selling cost of 24,60,000 minus 24,60,000. What is the answer of only this? 380 lakhs? Exact. See, it is as simple as this. If I had sold this product at a split of point, I would have got 380 lakhs net of selling expenditure. What is net of selling expenditure? Removing selling expenditure. Had I sold this product after further processing, I would have got a selling price of 475,86,000. What is the benefit of further processing? This minus this is my benefit of further processing. This much amount I am getting higher because of further processing. What is the amount higher for further processing? What is the answer? 95,86,000. What is the further processing cost? 64 lakhs. What is further processing cost is 64 lakhs. The net answer is positive, so it is benefit of further processing, which will be 31 lakh 86,000. It is not weird. At a split off point, you are able to sell 4,76,000 units. And after further processing, you are able to sell only 4,28,400 units. Your units are decreasing. It does not matter. You should concentrate on rupees, right? Units is not important for us. Should you further manufacture? The answer is always yes. So you should never sell product P. You should be always selling product AR by further manufacture. Last time, why I have not considered this cost? Joint cost. A portion of joint cost is attributable to product P and product AR. Yes. All right. It is attributable to product P and AR. Then why I am not considering? It is not relevant for this decision making. Whether I further process this or not, this cost is going to incur. It is irrelevant for this decision making. This decision is not going to change this cost. So it is irrelevant for decision making. All right. Let us apportion the joint cost. This is answer number 1. Apportionment of joint cost. Total joint cost is 7,90,000. It should be distributed to P and Q. Should it not be distributed to AR and Q? No. Joint cost will be apportioned to P and Q only. It will never be apportioned to AR and Q, right? Why not? Joint cost is apportioned at a split off point. Joint cost is apportioned at a split off point you are having only two products P and Q. Yes, if you further manufacture P into AR, this cost will be included in AR, but this cost will be apportioned to P and Q only. On first method, physical quantity method. All right. Should I use ratio of 428,400 is to 2,04,000 or 4,76,000 is to 2,04,000. 4,76,000 is to 2,04,000. These units are not important to apportion joint cost of P and Q. So 476 is to 204. 476 is to 20. What is the distribution? 5,53,000 and 2,37,000 rupees. Total will be 7,90,000 rupees. This is physical quantity method. Number 2. Survey method we cannot use because survey weightage is not given. I am distributing at sales value at split off point. I am finding out sales value at split off point. Here we are having deviation from the answer given in the book. Our answer is better than their answer. P and Q. What is the sales value at the split off point? P will be 4,76,000 into 85. 4,76,000 into 80. And Q will be 2,04,000 into 290. 2,04,000 into 2. What is the answer? Four crore 4,60,000 and this is sales value at split off point. You can distribute it in this ratio. Please understand it should not be. We should always reduce which expenditure? Selling expense. This is what is not done in the book. They have directly distributed in this ratio. It should not be distributed. I'll tell you the logic. First, let us reduce the selling expenditure. Selling expenditure is 24,60,000 for P. 24,60,000 for P and 21,60,000 for 21,60,000 for. What is the answer over here? 380 lakhs. And here it is 570 lakhs. See why I am telling you to deduct the selling expenditure, try to concentrate. I am again drawing that chart so that it becomes easy. This is a common process. Which two products are manufactured at split off point? Which products are manufactured at split off point? P and Q, right? P will be sold in the market. Please understand, it is already manufactured. To sell it, you need to do which expenditure? Selling expense. To sell this product in the market, you will have to do which expenditure? Selling expense. And then you get your selling price at split off point, right? See, This expenditure is having no relationship with joint cost. This expenditure is having no relationship with joint cost. If it is having no relationship with joint cost, that should not become a base for distributing the overhead or joint cost. So, from selling price, we are reducing this so that the value comes at this stage. Alright. Or you can understand it in this manner. This is sales value. What is this? This is net selling price. And net selling price is a good base for distribution of joint cost rather than a gross selling price. And so this will be sales value at split off point. It will be in the ratio of 380 is to 570. The answer will not match with the book. What is the answer? 3 lakh 16,000 and 4 lakh 70. Total will be 7 lakh 90,000. And this is our method. Either I can distribute it by physical quantity method or sales value at split off point. Alright. Or, sir, all these three methods are not asked. Can we distribute joint cost only in one method? The answer is yes. But let us understand all these three methods from this question. NRV method, NRV at split off point. Alright. Let me find out NRV at split off point. I start with the final product, which is a final product of PAR and which is final product of QQ. What is the sales value of AR? What is sales value of AR? We have, I think, found it out. 4 crore 75 lakh 86,000 is sales value of AR. It is selling price minus selling expenditure, right? We have found out selling price minus selling expenditure is 4 crore 75 lakh 86,000. 4 crore 75 lakh 86,000. It is gross or net? Net. So we have reduced the selling price, selling expenditure or not? Yes, we have already reduced the selling expenditure. What is the sales value of Q? That also we have found out. Net 5 crore 70 lakhs. Alright. Should we distribute joint cost between AR and Q or P and Q? Always P and Q, because AR is something which we are getting afterwards. At split off point, we are getting P and Q. So let me convert this AR into P. How I will be doing it? I will be reducing further processing cost. Here there is no further processing cost. What is further processing cost in case of AR? It is 64 lakhs minus 64 lakhs. What is the answer? 4 crore 11 lakh 86,000 and this will be 5 crore. This is 5 lakh 70,000 or 5 crore 70 lakhs? 5 crore 70 lakhs. Again, understand, if from sales value of AR, think it like this. From AR, if you remove further processing, it will become P. From AR, if you remove further processing, it will become P. And now this value is not of AR. This value is of P. This value was of Q. You can distribute it in the ratio of 41186 is to 57000. 41186. 41186 is to 57,000. You need to distribute 7,90,000 in this ratio. What is the answer? And 4 crore 58 lakh 60. These are the various methods by which you can apportion your joint cost between P and Q. It is 790 lakhs. Before you have distributed something else. It is, we have distributed 7,90,000. Don't worry about it. 790 lakhs. How will be doing it? Increase to 0, right? And here we have already increased to 0. Alright. See again, try to concentrate this. Why we have reduced further processing cost from this figure? Because this is the sales value of AR. Joint cost can be distributed only between P and Q. So if you remove further processing cost, it will be exactly coming at split off point. After split off point, whatever expenditures are incurred should be removed while you calculate the base for distributing the joint cost. Then try to understand over here. These are also, they are not further processing cost, but they are further cost. They are further cost for selling P. They are further cost for selling Q. So when you find out the sales value at split off point, this should be removed. In book, it is not removed. Yes, they have not removed at split off point. But then while calculating NRV, they have removed, which is not correct. We should remove. Selling expenditure should never be forming part when you are taking a base for distributing the joint cost. This is how joint cost will be distributed between these two. And these are the three normal methods which are used to apportion the joint cost. We are going to 10.3. A company processes a raw material into 5 products. In process 1, product X and BXC or AXC and BXC are produced in the ratio of 1:1. Product AXC then passes on to process 2, where it is processed into CXC and DXC. Product BXC is used in process 3 to produce product TXC. The product AXC, that is the first initial product, yields product CXC and DXC in the ratio of 7:3. CXC is processed further in process 4, after which it is sold at rupees 18 per unit. DXC may be sold immediately at 14.40 per unit, or it may be processed further in process 5, after which it can be sold at 20.80 per unit. EXC is processed in process 6, where normal spoilage of 5% occurs. The spoiled units are disposed of at a price of rupees 2 per unit. EXC sells at 15.20 per unit. The cost incurred during a period are: output in process 1 is 1 lakh, 2 is 50,000, 3 is 50,000, 4 is 35, 5 is 15, and 6 is 47,500. The output of process 6 represents good units produced. So these are good units produced. The process costs are variable cost. You are required to state with supporting calculation whether the product DXC should be processed in 5 or not. A statement showing apportionment of joint cost to product AXC and BXC and product CXC and DXC. Prepare a statement of profit for the period based on your decision at one above. We are going to solve this question. First, we'll be drawing a good diagram. Let us draw it vertically, right? There is a raw material input. In process 1, say this is process 1. Product AXC and BXC are produced in the ratio of 1:1. They are produced AXE and BXE are produced in the ratio of 1:1. Product AXE then passes on to process 2. So this AXE will pass on to process 2. This will be process 2. Where it is processed into CXC and DXC. Process 2, where it is processed into CXE and DXE. Product BXC is used in process 3 to produce EXC. Product BXC is used in process 3. Product BXC is over here, is used in process 3. So this will be process 3. To produce EXC. The product AXC yields the product CXC and DXC in the ratio of 7:3. The CXC is processed further in process 4. The CXC, okay, there is one more process. CXC is processed further in process 4, after which it is sold at rupees 18 per unit. So here there is another process which is P4, and CXC is processed further, after which it is sold. So what is the name of this product? They have not given. Is it all right? So we can write down final CXC, after which it can be sold at 18 per unit. So after which this can be sold at what is the selling price? Is rupees 18 per unit. DXC may be sold immediately at 14.40. Where is DXC? Yes. Selling price will be 14.40 per unit. Or it may be processed further in process 5. Okay, so this process we have not drawn, but we can draw it. This will be process 5. After which it can be sold at rupees 20.80. So after which the selling price will be 20.80. Let us also give name to this product, which is a final DX. The EXC is processed in process 6. This is processed in process 6. Where the normal spoilage is 5% occurs. There is a normal loss of 5%. The spoiled units are disposed of at rupees 2 per unit. So this can be sold at the rate of rupees 2 per unit. EXE sells at 15.20 per unit. They mean to say this process is compulsory. There is no option to sell it over here. You need to do process 6 and your final EXE will be having a selling price of 15.20 rupees per. Question understood is half question solved. Why there is no selling price of AXE? It should be compulsorily further processed. There is no option to sell it at split of point, right? Why there is no selling price of CXE? I'm not talking about final CXE. It should be compulsorily processed in process 4. Try to understand, I'm writing it even down. This process is compulsory. This process is compulsory. This process is compulsory. This process is compulsory. There is no option. You can sell it at this stage. You can sell it at this stage only. So these are compulsory. Where there is only option in process 5. In process 5, you can sell DXE or you can sell final DXE. Right? The cost incurred during the period are as under. I am first talking about output. What is output of process 1? Output of process 1 is 1 lakh units. So how much should be X manufactured and how much BXC should be manufactured? 50,000 as given. 50,000 units. 50,000 units. So what will be input in process 2? 50,000 units. What will be input in process 3? 50,000 units. What is output in process 2 and 3? 50,000 units. So here also it is 50,000 units. Here also it is 50,000. So what is the loss in process 2 and process 3? Nothing. What was input in process 2? 50,000. What is output in process 2? 50,000. Input in process 3? 50,000. Output in process 3 is 50,000. All right. If 50,000 is input, what is output of process 4? Output of process 4 is 35,000. Output of process 4 is the 35,000 unit. It is output. If it is input, I will be writing it on heading side. And I am writing it on bottom side because it is output. What is output of process 5? 15,000. Can you tell me what is normal loss in process 4 and process 5? Nothing. How much were input in this process? 50,000 units. 50,000 units was input. And how much was the ratio? 7:3. See this. 50,000 into 7 divided by 10 will be 35,000 units. This will be 15,000 units. So input in DXE or process 5 was 15,000. Output is also 15,000. What is input in process 6? 50,000 units. So output should be 50,000 units. Is it 50,000? No. Output in process 6 is 47,500 units. How come? There is a loss of 5%. 5,000 into 50,000 into 5% is 2,500. So what will be your scrap units? Can you tell me what will be your scrap units? 2,500 will be sold at 2 rupees. That is rupees 5,000 will be your income from scrap. I'll be dealing with it. So as far as explanation is concerned, I am rubbing some of the figures. I'm not interested in that figures. Like this. These all units are not important for me. If you will rub it, you will not get additional space. So DXE is important. DXE is 15,000 units. Alright. Otherwise, only this is important and this is important. Those are units and which is scrapped. Let us write down the cost. Process 1 is costing 5,41,500. It is rupees 5,41,000. It is joint cost. Process 2 is costing 1,50,000. 1,50,000 rupees. Process 3 is costing 1,08,000 rupees. 1,08,000. Process 4 is costing 1,30,000 rupees. 1,30,000. Process 5 is costing 1 lakh. And process 6 is costing 97,000. The output of process 6 represents good unit produced. Is it? This 47,500 are excluding the normal loss, right? So they are good unit produced. They are just clarifying it. State with supporting calculations whether the product DXE should be processed in process 5 or not. We are talking about further manufacturing of only this. And they can ask only of that because that is the only option which is available. All other are compulsory. See the C. This is the only process which is not compulsory. So we are talking about process 5. Whether we should manufacture in process 5 or not. What is the simple answer? Benefit of further processing minus cost of further processing. What will be benefit if I further process? I will be able to sell 15,000 units at 20.80. I would be able to sell 15,000 units into 20.80 instead of selling 15,000 units at 14.40. 15,000 units at 14. So 15,000 into 20.80 is equal to M plus, and 15,000 into 14.40 is equal to M minus. MRC is 96,000. What is the benefit? 96,000 rupees. What is further processing cost? Which cost I should take? 5,41,500, 1,50,000, 1,08,000, 1,30,000, 97,000, 1 lakh. Further processing cost in process 5 is only the relevant cost for this particular decision making. It is rupees 1 lakh. The benefit will be negative 4,000 should not be further processed. All right. I am going to distribute. I am taking a decision. I will not be further processing this particular cost. Right. Sorry, this particular DXC, I am not going to further manufacture. What is question number 2? Prepare a statement showing apportionment of joint cost to product AXC, BXC, CXC and DXC. Prepare a statement of profit for the period based on your decision at one above. What in one we have taken a decision? We will further process or will not further process? Will not further process. And we will be making an profit statement or income statement. We are directly doing question number 3. In answer number 3, answer number 2 will be automatically taken into consideration. We are doing profit statement. They are asking us. Prepare a statement of profit for the period. So we don't need to prepare product wise. We need to prepare it for a particular period only. So let us first apportion the joint cost. Where there is a joint cost, first you can tell me where there is a joint cost over here. It is joint cost for AXC and CXC. Is this even a joint cost? 1,50,000 is even a joint cost for CXC and DXC. Is it all right? What they want us to do? Prepare a statement showing apportionment of joint cost to product AXC and BXC. That is, we need to apportion this joint cost to AXC and BXC and product CXC and DXC. So first let me do AXC and BXC. It is joint cost apportionment between AXE and BX. What is total joint cost for AXE and BXE? Total joint cost 5,41,500. It is joint cost for AXE and BXE. Sir, the methods are not given. So this is the final question I have intentionally included at intermediate level. If you are in final, you will have to follow NRV method, which is the best method for distributing joint cost, theoretically. If you are short of time, you can distribute it in quantity method. Then it will be equally distributed because the quantity is equal. Correct. But let us go for the hardest way. That is a most appropriate way, which is NRV method. Correct. So what is NRV of AXC and BXC? We don't know. When AXC is sold finally, over here as well as over here, right? So what is the selling price of final product as far as AXC is concerned? Is 35,000 into 18. Selling price of final product 35,000 into 18 plus, we are not further manufacturing this, so it will be 15,000 into 14.40. 15,000 into 14.40. This will be final sales value of AXC. Ultimately, it is CXC and DXC, but this is final sales value of AXC. What will be final sales value of BXC? Final sales value of BXC is 47,500 into 15.20. It is 47,500 into 15.20. Sir, it is not sales value of BXC. It is the sales value of a final EXC. Agreed. But final EXC is ultimately manufactured from BXC. Minus. How to find out NRV? Further processing cost. See what will be deducted from AXC. One is 1,30,000. Right? This is the further processing cost of AXC. Another is 1,50,000. This 1 lakh will not be deducted because we have taken a decision we are not going to further manufacture this. So which are the two further manufacturing cost of AXC is 1,50,000 and 1,30,000. 1,50,000 and 1,30,000. And believe me, we started with final, we reduced further processing costs, so we are now at split off point. So you can write down this is NRV at split off point. Can you give me the answer of 35,000 into 18 plus 15,000 into 14.40? 9,42,000 minus 2,80,000. 6,62,000. It is 6,62,000. Here 9,40,000. It is 8,46,000. 8,46,000 minus 2,80,000. 5,60,000. What will be further manufacturing cost in BXC? Please understand what will be further manufacturing cost in BXC. This is 1,08,000 which is compulsory. This is 97,000 which is compulsory. Now please concentrate. Here the concept of process costing will come into picture. If there is a scrap value of normal loss, can you tell me technically what it does? We know process account, right? Normal loss is valued at scrap value. So ultimately you write it down on credit side of process account. But what actually it does? It reduces your normal cost. It reduces your normal cost. What is the cost of process 6? 97,000. But it is also giving us income of 5,000. So 97,000 minus 5,000. What should be the net cost taken into consideration is only 92,000. We should not consider 97,000, not 5,000. We should consider a cost of 92,000. So what is the further manufacturing cost? 1,08,000 plus 92,000. 1,08,000 and 90. What is the total of 47,500 into 15.20? 7 lakh minus 2 lakhs, right? 5,20,000. 5,41,500 will be distributed. 5,41,500 will be distributed in the ratio of 566 is to 522, which is NRV of both the products. What is the distribution? How you do distribution in your calculator? You should total out this. Right? 566 plus 522 is equal to M plus. 5,41,500 into 566 divided by MRC. 5,41,500 into 522 divided by MRC. This is also the way in which you can do it. What is the answer of segregation? 2,07,000. And this is 2,59,000. Still one apportionment is pending, which is apportioning this 1,50,000 joint cost to CXC and DXC. Joint cost of 1,50,000 to CXC and DXC. A best way, if you are not having time, distribute it in physical quantity method. But here we are here to learn NRV method. When CXC is finally sold, 35,000 into 18, finally sold is 35,000 into 18. And when DXC is finally sold, are we further manufacturing DXC or not? No. Then I will not be taking this selling price, right? The process which we are not going to undertake logically, financially, that selling price I am not going to take. So it is 15,000 into 14.40. So this will be 35,000 into 18, which will be 6,30,000. This will be 15,000 into 14.4, which is 2,16,000. Minus further processing cost. What is further processing cost in CXC? 1,30,000. What is further processing cost in DXC? 1 lakh. Should I take this 1 lakh or not? Yes or no? No. Why? I am not further manufacturing it. This will be 5 lakhs. This will be 2 lakh. 16,000. 1,50,000 will be distributed in the ratio of 500 is to 216. 1,50,000 into 500 divided by 716, which is 1,04,748. One lakh 50,000 minus 1,04,740, 45,252. This is how I will be distributing the cost. Correct. We have made mistake in a joint cost. I'll tell you how. What is cost of process 2? 1,50,000. Have we apportioned some portion of this? Yes. Some portion of this is apportioned to AXC or not? Yes. How much portion is apportioned to AXC? 5,41,500. How much proportion is AXC? 2,81,700 plus 2,81,700. So 2,81,700 is nothing but cost of process 2. So what will be total joint cost of process 2 is 2,81,700 plus 1,50,000 plus 1,50,000. So we should distribute total cost. This is 4,31,700. should be distributed in this ratio. 431,700 into 500 divided by 716. 3,01,466. And this answer will be 431,700 minus 3,01,466. 1,30,234. This is nothing but joint cost apportion between CXC and DXC of total joint cost. Sir, is this type of question expected in intermediate examination? The answer is no. But understand, if you solve this one question of joint product, it will be all for this chapter. It includes further processing decision, also apportionment of joint cost by NRV method. Other all methods are very easy. So if you solve NRV method, this becomes a good base question. And if you have gone revising this in your examination, any question of joint product asked in examination, you will feel it is easy, right? Because there will be not more than 3 products which are outcome of all the processes. This is C 10.3. Let us first understand byproduct. Try to concentrate. In a process, 2 products are manufactured, X and Y, whereby Y is a byproduct. So let me draw a chart whereby X and Y are manufactured, where Y is a byproduct. So 200 units of X is manufactured, 100 units of Y is manufactured. This can be sold at the rate of rupees say 50, and this can be sold at the rate of rupees 10. What is this rupees? 1,000. This will be it is 10,000 rupees. Total joint cost was 4,000 rupees. All right. It includes raw material cost, and total cost was 4,000 rupees. Now what to do? Try to concentrate. The first method is, what is the sales of X? Will be nothing but 10,000. What is the revenue from Y? 1,000 rupees. Let us reduce our cost by 1,000 rupees. Let us reduce our cost by 1,000 rupees. So what is the sales of Y? 1,000. 1,000 rupees cost will be allocated to byproduct, so that this becomes 0. And here I will be allocating only how much cost? 3,000 cost. This will be 7,000. Had this Y not be manufactured along with X, what would have been profit? 6,000. How 6,000? 10,000 minus 4,000. But because there is a byproduct, it will reduce my overall cost, and my profit will increase by 1,000 rupees, and it will be 7,000. See, if product Y was not manufactured, then this would not have even been a joint cost, right? And it would be direct cost, which is 4,000 rupees, and my profit would be 6,000. So how to accounts for byproduct? Number one is, sales value is reduced from cost. The sales value 1,000 rupees is reduced from cost of 4,000, and joint cost allocable to X will be only 3,000. There is some deviation in this also. Suppose X and Y, where Y is a byproduct. And please understand, Y is also further manufactured. Y is also further manufactured. So, what is the selling price of Y? It is 1000 rupees. There is some additional cost in Y only, which is a 200 rupees, some selling expenditure, 100 rupees, some further process. You are even further processing your byproduct. Do you further process your waste? Yes. If it is profitable, you will further process your waste even. These are additional cost, and you are earning a profit of even rupees 50. So what is the total cost? 300. And what is the profit? 50. What is the remaining figure? It is 650. All right. What is the total joint cost? 4000 rupees of X. Please concentrate. I am apportioning joint cost of rupees 4000 to X and Y. How much I will distribute to X, which is weird. Try to concentrate. I will be distributing 650 cost to Y, and I will be distributing remaining. What will be remaining? 350 cost to X. What is joint cost apportionment? 3350 and 650. Let me draw the profitability chart. You will get it. X and Y. What is the sales value of X? 10,000. What is the sales value of Y? 1,000. Minus joint cost apportioned. What is joint cost apportioned of X? 3350. What is joint cost apportioned of Y? 650. Total is 4000. Minus further cost. What is further cost of X? 0. What is further cost of Y? 300. It is not 350. 50 is profit, right? So it is 300. What is profit of X? It is 650. What is the profit of Y? It is 50 rupees. Which was expected by Y? Which was expected by Y? Alright. So Y wants to earn a profit of 50. Normally what we do to buy product, see the previous question. Normally what we do to buy product, we make it 0. But sometimes buy product will speak and say that I am not useless. Give me some profit also. Alright. And so they will be having a profit of how much? 50 rupees, and this will be transferred where? Costing P&L account. This much amount will not be used in reducing the cost. Where it will be transferred? It will be transferred to costing P&L account. Sir, 50 rupees. What about other 950 rupees? Other 950 rupees is not there in byproduct, because to sell the byproduct, you will have to do this expenditure of 300 rupees. So 1000 minus 300, that is 700, minus 50, that is 650 only will be joint cost allocated to. See, there is another word of this. What we speak? Joint cost allocated to Y. Alright. There is another sense of it also. Try to concentrate. This cost was 4000, right? Minus reduction in cost. Normally, how much reduction in cost we do? Rupees 1000. Because byproduct is sold at 1000. But to sell this byproduct at 1000, we will have to incur a cost of 300. So we should reduce only 700. Now the byproduct says I want to earn even a profit of 50, which should be transferred to Costing P&L account. I will be reducing 50 more, so I am deducting only 650. And what will be the cost allocated to the main product is 3350. Alright. So how much is the reduction of cost? 4000 minus 650. So what we have spoken before, it is joint cost allocated to Y. We can also speak in this manner. Reduction of cost will be only rupees 650. Once again, what is the benefit of selling Y? Benefit of Y, selling Y, 1000. So this much cost should be reduced from our total cost. Minus, what is cost of manufacturing Y? 300. So this should be allocated to Y, otherwise there will be loss in Y. Byproduct gives you some money, it does not cost you, right? So this is 700. Even byproduct wants a profit of 50. So only 650 will be reduction in. Let us do one example and try to understand the same concept. A Limited produce M as a main product and get two byproduct P and Q. So there is a process where we get M, P and Q. When P and Q are byproduct. The following informations are available for the month. Cost after separation. So further processing cost is only of P and Q. Number of unit produced 2500, 1500, 4500. Selling price per unit 170, 80, 50. Estimated net profit to sales. So they require some profit. 25% on selling price, 30% on selling price and 25% on selling price. The joint cost of manufacturing up till separation point amount to rupees 2,50,000. So this is rupees 2,50,000 which is joint cost. There is a selling expenses amounted to 85,000 are to be apportioned to the three products in the ratio of sales units. So three product apportion in the ratio of sales unit 85,000. Let us apportion it here itself. Selling overhead 85,000 in the ratio of 45 is to 25 is to 50. It is 45,000, 25,000 and 15,000. 45,000, 25,000 and 15,000 are selling expenditure. What is the total joint cost? 2,50,000. Please try to concentrate. I am doing of M, P and Q, but you understand it individually. I am doing first of M. What can be the sales of M? 4,500 into 170. 7,65,000. What is your basic objective of manufacturing? Is product M? Product P and Q are byproduct. So I should allocate this 2,50,000 to M. Right, I should allocate this 2,50,000 to M. I am allocating it. Minus joint cost allocated only to M. 2,50,000. Right. Minus there is a selling expenses in M which is 45,000. Let us not do the total. Is only M manufactured or P and Q is manufactured? P and Q is manufactured. Then this P and Q should reduce this cost. This P and Q should reduce this cost. By how much I will tell you. What is the sales price of P and Q? It is 2,500 into 80. Let me draw it on another page. P and Q. What is sales? P is 2,500 into 80 is 2 lakhs. And Q is 1,500 into 50. 75,000. See, if nothing was given, I would have reduced the total cost by 2,75,000, which is not actually the joint cost, right? So what is my cost? 2,50,000. And what is my revenue from byproduct is 2,75,000. So there is a negative cost of 25,000. There is a benefit of 25,000. But P and Q cannot be sold directly. It will have to be further manufactured. Yes, you will have to do some selling expenses. What selling expenses you will have to do? 25,000 and 15,000. 25,000 and 15,000 selling expenditure is to be done. Alright. What benefit we are getting from P? 1,75,000 and 60,000. So understand, P can be helpful to reduce the cost only up till the extent of 1,75,000. And Q can be helpful to reduce the cost only to the extent of 60,000. Why? If you reduce this cost, who will cover this cost? This cost is to be covered by byproduct only. Alright. Do they want to earn profit? Yes. What P and Q department are saying, say there will be scrap department. Who will be scrap department? P and Q. They are saying that we also want to record the profit, so that whenever CEO comes, he can see the costing P&L account and say that, okay, the scrap units are also earning some profit. And what profit they desire? It is 30% on selling price. That is 30% of 2 lakhs. 60,000 and 25% of 75,000, right? 25% of 75,000. Can you help me out? It is 18,750. What will be this answer? 1,05,000. This will be 41,250. Please understand, now I am going to previous chart. See, joint cost I have recorded at 2,50,000. But there are byproducts which will help to reduce my cost. And byproduct will help to reduce my cost by rupees 2,75,000. My cost will be reduced by 2,75,000. No. Why? To sell byproduct, they require some cost. They want to even earn some profit. So they will reduce the cost only by 1,05,000 plus 41,250. 1,05,000 plus 41,250. 15,250. Yes, and also there is another cost which we have probably not taken into consideration. There is cost after separation also. 60,000 and 30,000. That is also to be deducted. So there is one more cost, 60,000 and 30,000. Minus other cost, 60,000 and 30,000. 120 minus 175. 55,000. This is 11,250. How much joint cost will be reduced? Only by this amount. 55,000 plus 11,250. What is the answer? 66,250 rupees. So my joint cost will be reduced for M only by 66,200. Because of whom? P and Q. Alright. Once again, try to concentrate on this. Mr. M is saying to Mr. P that because you are my byproduct, reduce my cost. Alright. P is saying that you are correct. I am your byproduct. I should reduce your cost. So M is asking what is your selling price. So P is saying my selling price is 2 lakhs. So M is saying that reduce my cost by 2 lakhs rupees. P will say then there will be a problem. If I reduce my benefit of 2 lakhs rupees in your cost, then I on my own is also incurring some cost. Who will cover that? So what is your total cost? 25,000 and 60,000. So I am incurring my cost of 75,000 which I need to recover from this 2 lakhs. So I will be able to help you out by 2 lakhs minus 85,000. 25,000 plus 60,000. That is 85,000. So 2 lakhs minus 85,000 I can help you. This P is saying to M. And again P is saying that I want to also earn a profit of 60,000. So I will help you to reduce the cost only by 55,000 rupees. And similarly, Q is saying that I will help you to reduce the cost by 11,250 rupees. Now try to concentrate over here. This is also termed as joint cost allocation. How much cost is reduced from M? 66,250. How much is borne by P out of the 66,250? How much is borne by P? It is 55,000. And Q is apportioning how much? 11,250. What will be 2,50,000 minus 66,250? 1,83,750. See, if you understand your joint cost is allocated, do total of this three. It will be 2,50,000, right? So it is a dual thing. Reduction in cost also and it is joint cost apportion also. Now try to concentrate. I have got profit of M. I will be getting profit of M directly. Is it alright? 7,65,000 minus 183,750 minus 45,000. Further cost after separation is not there in M. So that will not be deducted. So my profit will be 5,36,250. Alright. How much is the sales value of P? 2 lakhs. How much joint cost is that it has borne? 55,000. How much further processing cost it is having? M is having further processing cost of 25 plus 60. That is 85,000 total cost. Can you find out profit of P? It will be this, which will be 60,000. Is it 60,000? Find out profit of Q. What is selling price of Q? 75,000. What is joint cost allocated by Q? 11,250. What is further processing cost? 15,000 and 30,000. That is 45,000. What will be apportioned to Q? Is this? What will be profit of Q? Will be nothing but 18,700 and this was required. It is difficult, right? Somewhat. Let me make it extremely easy. Let me try to make it extremely easy. How many products? Once again, M, P and Q. And I am also writing down. What is sales? Sales of M? 7,50,000. 7,60,000. 5,000. P 2 lakhs and Q 75,000. What is total? Ten lakh 40,000 minus joint cost. What is joint cost? 2 lakh 50,000. We don't know whether to apportion it to M, P and Q or all of them. All right. Minus selling expenses. What are selling expenses of M, P and Q? Help me out. 45,000. Then 25,000. 15,000. Total 85. Minus. What are further processing cost? Nil in M. There is no further processing cost in M. In P and Q, 60,000 and 30,000. Total 90,000. All the cost is considered? Yes. I have not apportioned joint cost, but all the costs are considered. What should be total profit? I'm not talking about individual. Can anyone tell me what is total profit? Six lakh 15,000. Please concentrate. P is saying that I want a profit of 60,000. All of you agree? P is saying I want profit of 2 lakh into 20%. That is 2 lakh into 30%. That is how much? 60,000. And he is saying I want a profit of 75,000 into 25%, which is how much? 18,750. With this, yes. M ni kya joint cost we have not written.
It's like 15,000. If I would use half, it's like 15,050.
This. Yet I have not apportioned the joint cost. If these three figures are available, can we easily find out profit of M? If profit of P is this, profit of Q is this, total profit is this. What is profit of M? 536,250. Again, if this figure is available, this figure is available, and this figure is available, can we find out this figure? Yes. But we have done it in this manner. Try to understand. If this figure is available, 60,000 is available, and if these three figures are available, can we find out this figure? Yes. How I will be finding it out? 60,000 plus 60,000 plus 25,000 minus 2 lakhs. It will be 2 lakh minus 25,000 minus 60,000 minus 60,000. What is the answer? 55,000. Can I find out balancing figure in this? Yes. What is the balancing figure in this? 11250. And what is the balancing figure in this? 18375. You can directly draw 4 columns and distribute the joint cost. This I could have explained you before also. It is easy method to distribute the joint cost, but you will never understand what is actually happening. Actually, the 55,000 and 11,250 are helping to reduce the total cost of department M, and ultimately it is nothing but joint cost apportionment. It is byproduct apportionment to M, P and Q. Let us try this. 10.5. A factory is engaged in production of chemical Bomex. and in the course of its manufactures a byproduct Chromex. So B and C are the product where C is a byproduct. B and C is a byproduct. I will be also doing total. Now every time logic is not important, I will be just solving the question. Byproduct Chromex is produced, after which it is further processed and has a commercial value. For the month of April 2019, the following are the summarized cost data. Joint cost. What is the joint cost? 1,80,000. And Bomex is having a separate cost. 6,000, 20,000 and 10,000. Selling price per unit is 100 and it is 2,000 units. Selling price per unit is 40. Estimated profit is 5 rupees and this is 2,000 units. And this is the cost for Chromex. The factory uses net realizable value method for apportionment of joint cost. What we are finding it out is NRV only. You are required to prepare the statement showing joint cost allocable to Chromex, product wise and overall profitability of a factory for April 2019. Now I will not be preparing two statements, I will be preparing only one statement. I want first sales figure. Bomex sales will be 2,000 into 100, which is 2 lakhs. And C's the sales will be 2,000 into 40, which is 80,000. Total will be 2,80,000 minus joint cost. I am directly writing down total of joint cost. Total of joint cost is 1,80,000. I am not distributing it. Last, it will be automatically distributed. Bomex is having another cost and C is also having another further processing cost. So both are having further processing cost minus further processing cost. Of Bomex, it is 36,000. Of Chromex, it is 28,000. What is total? 64,000. Joint cost is taken into consideration. Further processing cost is taken into consideration. All costs taken into consideration, I will be getting answer of profit. I can easily get answer of total profit, which will be 36. Total profit is 36,000. All right. How much profit C requires? It is given directly. It is 5 rupees per unit. Estimated profit per unit of sale of Chromex is 5 rupees. So it wants a total profit of 2,000 into 5, which is 10,000 rupees. So C wants a profit of 10,000 rupees. So what will be joint cost distributed to C? Will be 80,000 minus 28,000 minus 10,000. Will be 42,000. 42,000 will be distributed to C. So automatically, what will be distributed to B? 1,38,000. And the profit of B will be 46,000. No, 26,000. Only one problem in the question. How, sir, this method is termed as joint cost, which is apportioned based upon NRV. Try to concentrate. When it is joint product, we find out NRV of both the products. When it is byproduct, we find out NRV of only byproduct. And what is NRV of C? Please try to understand. NRV is selling price minus further processing cost, and I will even reduce the profit because it is appearing after split of point. Minus profit is nothing but NRV of C. What is selling price? 80,000 minus what is further processing cost? 28,000 minus profit. What is the answer? 40. And NRV of byproduct will be allocated to byproduct directly, no ratios. NRV of byproduct will be allocated to byproduct. Have we allocated 42,000 to C? The answer is yes. Sir, we need to show this. No, you can directly do this table, apportion the joint cost. It is absolutely all right. But you need to understand this method is termed as NRV method of allocation of joint cost. We are continuing with joint product byproduct. What we have done in this chapter is practically two things. One is allocation of joint cost to different product. It is same as the distribution of overhead. But here we have learned different methods like unit methods. Then it is net realizable value method, sales value at split of point, and one is survey method. These are the four methods that we have learned. Couple of more methods will be coming in the sums. When it will be coming, we'll be doing it. Let's start with C 10.6. A factory produces two products A and B from a single process. The joint processing cost during a particular month are as follows. So this is the joint cost. What is the total joint cost? Let me divide it into variable and fixed. Normally we don't divide joint cost into variable and fixed, right? What we do, we combine the joint cost and distribute it in various ratios based upon the method which we are following. But here I am distributing it between variable and fixed. Can you tell me what is variable total? It is 30 plus 12 plus 9,600. 51,600. And what is fixed? 32,000. This is total will be 83,600. Sales A 100 units, rupees 600 per unit, and B is 120 units at the rate of rupees 200 per unit. Apportion joint cost on the basis of physical quantity of each product. This we have already done once. Contribution margin method. This is a new method for us. Determine profit or loss under both the methods. We are using first method, physical quantity method, and we'll be also finding out profit by that method, right? Profit of both the things by that method. Physical quantity method. Number one. Physical quantity method. I am directly finding out profitability, and in the process, I'll be also distributing the joint cost. There are two products, A and B, from the joint process. What is number of units of A? 100 units. And number of units of B is 120 units. And this will be total. Sales. So I am practically preparing an income statement, and in the process I'll be also distributing the joint cost. Sales will be 100 into 600 will be 60,000. Answers are in rupees. And 120 into 200 is 24,000. Total will be 84,000. All right. Minus joint cost. Now I am not distributing variable and fixed separately because I know that I am going to distribute joint cost in the ratio of physical quantity. Joint cost is 83,600. My profit will be 400. Joint cost of 83,600 will be distributed in the ratio of physical quantity. What is physical quantity? 100 is to 120. Sir, should we not take sales value? No. Then you are distributing it in the method of sales value at split of point. This is another method, physical quantity method. 100 is to 120, 83,600 will be divided. It is 38,000. And 45,600. In A, there will be profit of 22,000. And in B, there will be loss of 21,600. Total, there will be profit of 400. In the process, I have also distributed joint cost of 83,600. Let us go to second method, which is new method, contribution margin method. Number 2, contribution margin . And it is extremely simple method. Try to understand. In contribution margin method, variable cost will be distributed in ratio of quantity. Variable cost will be distributed in the ratio of quantity. And fixed cost will be distributed in contribution ratio. Fixed cost will be distributed in which ratio? Contribution of each product ratio. It is a logical method, somewhat yes. Why? As far as variable cost is concerned, it is good. Variable cost is dependent upon number of units. Is that all? See, what is the problem in this method? You have divided your fixed cost even in which ratio? Number of units. Number of units is not a good measurement to distribute fixed cost, because fixed cost is not dependent upon number of units, which will be taken care in this particular method, whereby you distribute fixed cost in contribution margin ratio and you distribute variable cost in ratio of quantity. Again, I will be preparing an income statement from which I will be even distributing my joint cost. A and B, total 100 units, 120 units. Sales we already know, it is 60,000, 24,000, total 84,000. Minus, I will not be distributing my total joint cost. I will be distributing just variable cost. What is variable cost is 51,600. 51,600 will be distributed in number of units, which is 100 is to 120. 51,600 into 100 divided by 220, which is the 23,454, 455. 23,455. And remaining will be 28,145. You have distributed total joint cost, or you have distributed just variable cost? I have just distributed variable cost. What will be contribution as far as this is concerned? 36,545. And this will be negative 4145. What is total? 32400. And all of you are having this idea. Sales minus variable cost is what? Contribution minus fixed cost. What is my fixed cost? 32,000. Total profit will be 400. Please concentrate. Fixed cost will be distributed in the ratio of 36,545 is to negative 4145. Sir, I am good at mathematics. I can distribute in this ratio. Can you distribute something in the ratio of 2 is to minus 1? Yes, you should be knowing it. How to distribute something in 2 is to minus 1. Suppose this was 10,000. See how I will be distributing 10,000 in the ratio of 2 is to minus 1. What is 2 plus minus 1? 1. 10,000 divided by 1 will be 10,000. Multiplied by 2 will be 20,000. 10,000 multiplied by minus 1 will be negative. What is the total? 10,000. This is nothing but a distribution of 10,000 in the ratio of 2 is to minus 1. So something can be distributed in negative ratio. But please understand over here. If I know mathematics of it, that does not mean I should always do it. What will happen is, if I distribute in negative ratio, negative, here it will become positive. So instead of distributing cost, you are giving income to product B. You are giving income to product B. Say the answer is say negative 145. Suppose distribution is negative 145. What will happen over here? Minus 145. Minus is plus. So what will happen is the net plus 145. So instead of giving cost to product B, you are giving income to product B, which is not possible. Right now, what is our task? To distribute the fixed cost to product A and product B. In which ratio? Contribution ratio. Contribution of B is negative. I will be giving full-fledged cost to product A. Is it alright? I will not be giving anything to B because contribution is negative. So full 32,000 will be deducted from A. Profit of this will be 4545. And loss over here is 4145. This will be 4. I hope it will be easy for you if the contribution of both the product was positive, right? What we will do? Variable cost in quantity and fixed cost in contribution ratio. Why we can't divide full joint cost in contribution ratio? Can anyone tell me why this method name is contribution margin method? Then everything should be divided in contribution ratio. Why we cannot divide everything in contribution ratio? What is the technical problem in it?
How to divide variable cost?
The problem is I cannot find out contribution without dividing variable cost. I can find out my answer of contribution once I divide my variable cost. So without dividing variable cost by suitable method, you will not be getting contribution. Then in which ratio you will be dividing your joint cost? So contribution margin method is simple. Variable cost in quantity units and fixed cost in contribution ratio. We have covered both the questions in 10.6. We are going to see 10.7. A company's plant processes 6750 units of raw material in a month to produce two products M and N. The process yield is as under. product M 80%, product N 12%, and process loss 8%. So there will be two joint product M and N. The cost of raw material is 80 per unit. Processing cost is 2,25,000, of which labor cost is accounted for 66%. Labor is chargeable to the product M and N in the ratio of 100:80. Prepare the comprehensive cost statement for each product showing apportionment of joint cost amongst product M and N, total cost of the product M and N. That I'll be doing. I will be doing an income statement in a process. I'll be dividing a joint cost. First, let me find out processing cost is 2,25,000, of which labor cost accounts to 66%. What will be labor cost? 2,25,000 into 66%. It is 1,48,500. What is other joint cost? 76,000. And there will be also raw material cost. Raw material cost will be 6,750 into 80. 6,750 into 80. 5,40,000. So all three are my joint cost. First, let me draw my chart. I will be introducing raw material, and there will be a process on it which will yield two product M and N. Alright. How much raw material is input? 6,750? 6,750 kgs. No, units. 675. How much M will be manufactured? 6,750 into 80%. 6,750 into 80%. It is 5,400 units. How much N will be manufactured? 6,750 into 12%. It is given 810 units. How many are remaining units? 5,400 plus 8,100, plus 810 minus 6,750. It is 2,160. No, it cannot be. Yes. 540 units is what? Loss. And I am considering it as which loss? Normal loss. I have told you before also, except in that one question, if nothing is given, the loss should be treated as a normal loss. This is 540 units, loss will be treated as normal loss. So, how many units of M will be manufactured? 5,400, and N will be manufactured is 810. We will be directly preparing income statement of M and N total. There will be no sales. We will be just distributing the cost. M, N, and total. Labor. Labor cost is 1,48,500. Labor cost is to be distributed in the ratio of 100:80. So I will be distributing 148,500 into 100 divided by 180 will be 82,500. And 82,500 minus 148,500 will be 66,000. Will be distributed to N. Which is this method? It is a unique method, right? The business is knowing that labor cost should be divided between two units in which ratio? 100 is to 88. What is the remaining cost? Raw material plus other joint cost. 5,40,000 plus 76,500. What is the other cost? 5,40,000 plus 76,500. 6,16,500. This is material plus other cost. Here the method is not given. Tell me how many method you know. 5. Which are the 5 methods? Number 1, number of units. Number 2, sales value at split of point. Number 3, NRV. Number 4, survey. Here see, labor is in survey. Survey is some of the ratios which is already available, right? So labor is in survey method. Then 5th method that we have learned in last question is contribution margin ratio. Which method can be applied for this? Can you apply sales value at split of point? No, for that sales value should be given. So sales value at split of point, NRV cannot be utilized because sales value is required. Contribution margin cannot be applied because sales value is required. Survey method is not possible because survey for material and others is not given. There is only one method applicable, that is number of units. What is number of units of M? 5,454 is to 8.1 or 540. 5,400, 540 is to 81. 540 is to 80. This is how much? 5,36,080. And this will be 80,041. 82,500 plus 5,36,087. 6,18,587. $66,000 plus 80,413. 1,46,413. This is the only statement of cost. So we don't need to write down negative figure. Statement of cost does not require any negative figure. This will be 7,65,000 will be my total cost. And this is what is asked in the question. You need to apportion of joint cost between M and N, total cost of the product M and N. Both questions we have found out. $10.8. See if this type of simple questions are asked for 5 marks. Don't find out something which is not there, right? Don't feel that in intermediate such an easy question cannot be asked. This is just ratio question, right? It is as if you are doing foundation mathematics chapter number 1 ratio. You are just dividing it in some generic ratio. But still you should not find out something which is an hidden adjustment, even if it is not there. 10.8. Mayura Chemicals Limited buys a particular raw material at 8 per liter. At the end of the process, in department 1, this raw material splits off into product X, Y and Z. Product X is sold at a split of point with no further processing. Product Y and Z requires further processing before they can be sold. Product Y is processed in department 2 and product Z is processed in department 3. Following is the summary of the cost and other related data for the year ended 2019-20. Cost of raw material, it will always be in department 1 only, 4,80,000. Direct labor 70,000. Manufacturing overhead 48,000. Department 2 cost is given. See, department 2 there is no raw material cost because raw material is not used in department 2 and 3. It is only used in department 1. Sales X, Y and Z 10,000 liters, 15,000 liters and 22,500. Closing inventory 5,000, 7,500. Sales price per unit 30, 64 and 50. There was no opening and closing inventory of basic raw material at the beginning as well as at the end of the year. So inventory, there was no opening and closing. So this closing inventory is for finished goods. All finished goods inventory in liters was complete as to processing. What does it mean? These finished stocks are not WIP. They are finished stocks. The company uses the net realizable value method of allocating joint cost. You are required to prepare schedule showing the allocation of joint cost, calculate the cost of goods sold for each product and the cost of each item in inventory, the comparative statement of gross profit. So we need to find out everything. First, how much raw materials might be input? We can easily find out. 4,80,000 is the cost. We know it is rupees 8 per liter. So 4,80,000 divided by 8. It is 60. So it will be 60,000 liters will be my input. How much will be output in product tax? How much would be output in product tax? How many liters will be output in product tax? 10,000? 15,000. Why 15,000? 10,000 we have sold and 5,000 is yet finished goods lying in our godown. So total we have manufactured 15,000. Product Y 15,000 and product Z 30,000. Can you verify? 30, 15 and 15. So there is no process loss, right? Let me draw our chart. Raw material is input. How much raw material is input? 60,000 into 8. 4,80,000 rupees. At the end of the processing in department 1. So processing happens in department 1. The raw material splits off into X, Y and Z. X, Y and Z. The product X is sold at a split off point. So X will be sold at split off point. Y and Z will be further manufactured. Y and Z requires further processing before they can be sold. Product Y is processed in department 2. So this is processed in department 2. And product Z is processed in department 3. This is not processed at all. Following is the summary of cost and related data. Raw material cost we have already considered. What is other cost in department 1? 1,18,000. All of you agree? Other cost is rupees 1,18,000 in department 1. What is the cost in department 2? 4,50,000 plus 2,10,000. 6,60,000. And department 3, 11 lakhs. What will be selling price of X? Selling price we should consider only at a split off point, right? So first, what is the manufacturing of X? 15,000. Manufacturing of X will be 15,000 units. Manufacturing of Y is 15,000 units. Let me write down final Y, right? 15,000 units. And manufacturing of Z is 30,000. 22,500 plus 7,500. Final Z is 30,000 units. I need to allocate this joint cost. Let me find out total joint cost. One lakh 18,000 plus 4 lakh 80,000. It is 5 lakh 90. I need to distribute the joint cost between X, Y, and Z. All of you agree? I want to distribute. Do I need to prepare income statement? A comparative statement of gross profit. I need to find out gross profit, right? All of you agree? I need to find out gross profit. Are we selling 15,000 units in department 1? No, we are selling only 10,000 units. Is it all right? So what we'll be doing is sales plus value of closing stock minus total cost will be is equal to GP. Sales plus closing stock minus total cost. Sales plus closing stock minus total cost will be nothing but GP. But the problem is I want to distribute this 5,98,000 rupees. I will have to distribute it to X, Y, and Z. So distribution of joint cost. Distribution of joint cost between X, Y, and Z will be relevant. Total is 5,98,000. And we cannot use number of units. All right. If number of units were to be used, think and give me the answer. Will we take number of units sold or number of units manufactured? Should we take number of units sold or number of units manufactured? I have written just manufactured. What do you think? Why not sales? This cost is incurred to manufacture 15,000 units or 10,000 units? 15,000 units. Then cost should be distributed in which ratio? 15,000 units, right? If I am using which method? Units method. But here it is specifically termed that I should be using NRV method. And believe me, here it will be somewhat difficult. Concentrate. I am finding out NRV of X. And see what normally student does. Final selling price. This is how we find out NRV, right? Final selling price minus further processing cost. What we do? We start from here, reduce this cost, so we get answer over here, right? So final sales price minus further processing cost will be is equal to NRV. What is I am finding out of X? It is incorrect and we'll be rectifying it. But first try to understand what is incorrect. Final selling price will be 10,000 units are sold at what rate? 30? What is this? 3 lakhs rupees. Minus further processing cost. In X it is 0. So this will be 3 lakhs. So was not much important. Y also I am finding it out. How much units of Y are sold? Full 15,000 at the rate of 34, 64. What is the final value? Can you tell me? 9 lakh 60,000 minus further processing cost 6 lakh 60,000. What is the answer? 3 lakh. Z. How many units are sold? 22,500. 22,500 into what is the selling price? 50. What is the answer? 11 lakhs. 11 lakhs 25,000 minus further processing cost is 11 lakhs. This answer will be 25,000. This is my NRV and I should distribute in the ratio, joint cost in the ratio of NRV. But believe me, there is a problem in this. Why I'll tell you. First problem of Department X. Department X is manufacturing how many units? 15,000. But you have found out NRV based upon how many units? 10,000. Because 5,000 units are in closing stock. But while you are distributing the cost, which cost you are distributing? Can you tell me? 5 lakh 98,000 will be used to manufacture 10,000 units of X or 15,000 units of X. So whatever value you are taking, you should be taking of 15,000. Whether selling price at split of point, whether quantity, whether NRV, you should be taking of 15,000 units, right? So why is not a problem? Why I tell you? Because there is no closing stock. Because it is a regular question. Till now we have never got the question of closing stock. You will understand from Z. 22,500 into 50, 11 lakh 25,000 will be final sales value. Agreed? Minus 11 lakhs. What is 11 lakhs? Further processing cost. Now tell me, this 11 lakhs rupees will be incurred to manufacture 22,500 units or 30,000 units. You are reducing this 11 lakhs from the sales value of 22,500 units. There is some mismatch, right? This value is for how many units? 22,500. This value is for how many units? You cannot do this. You cannot reduce the total further processing cost of 30,000 units from the sales value of 22,500 units. That's all right. Try to understand how I will allocate the cost. First, concentrate in Z. Had I sold all the units which are manufactured, how many total units were manufactured? 30,000. Had I sold all the units at my final price, what would be my sales value? 15 lakhs. What is the further processing cost of this 30,000 units? 11 lakhs. Now it is matching. 15 lakhs rupees is for 30,000 units. 11 lakhs rupees is for 30,000 units. What is NRV? 4 lakhs. Please understand. What is the name of this NRV? And we know English, right? Net realizable value is different from net realized value. What is realized profit you have actually earned? What is realizable value? If all the units are sold, this much realizable value or this much profit I will realize. So only the name is not net realized value. This is not the profit. If we are distributing it in a profit, it is contribution margin ratio. Contribution is actual contribution earned. This is net realizable value. Sir, before this, we have not done this in joint cost because before this, we have never got the concept of closing stock, right? Closing stock is first time appearing in the question. This is 4 lakhs. This will not be having any problem because there is no closing stock. This is an NRV. This also, I should not take off 10,000 units because this total cost is of full 60,000 units. For that, we should take over here how many units? 15,000. 15,000 into 30. 4 lakh 50,000 minus 0 will be 4 lakh. This is realized value or net realizable value? Net realizable. If all the manufactured goods were sold, what will be the realizable value of the product? This is my net realizable value. This will be 9:6:8. What is this ratio? 9:6. 5,98,000 of joint cost will be distributed in the ratio of 9:6:8. 5,98,000 into 9 divided by 23, 2,34,000. 5,98,000 into 6 divided by 23, 1,56,000. 5,98,000 multiplied by 8 divided by 23, 2,08,000. Total will be 5,98,000. Correct. Can anyone give me joint cost per unit? Joint cost per unit. This will be 2,34,000 divided by 10,000 or 15,000. 50. See, when you are distributing the cost, what is manufactured is important and what is sales is not important. Sales is important when you want to find out realized profit, right? So joint cost per unit 2,34,000 divided by 15,000. 15.6. It is coming exact. All right. 1,56,000 divided by 15,000. 10.4. 2,08,000 divided by 60,000. Sorry, 30,000. And it is coming in points. I have found out this figure to give you an idea that cost should be distributed on the basis of 15,000 units, 15,000 units and 30,000 units and not on the basis of unit. So, I am preparing my income statement. There are three products X, Y, Z, total. I will be finding out sales. X sales will be 10,000 into 30, 3 lakhs. No, sir, 15,000 into 30. No, now I am finding out actual profit earned and not the profit which is earned, right? The realizable profit. I am finding out realized profit. Y will be same. 15,000 into 64. 9,60,000 and Z will be 22,500 into 50. 11,25,000. You can find out total will not be required. Minus plus closing stock valuation. All right. What is the total cost of X? First, I am finding out the total cost of X, Y, and Z. X, Y, Z. I am finding out the total cost. What is joint cost apportioned to X, Y, and Z? 2,34,000. 1,56,000. 2,08,000. What are other costs in X, Y, and Z? X 0, other cost is 0. Y is 6,60,000. This is further processing cost, right? And Z is Z is 11 lakhs. This is my total cost. Please understand, of goods produced. This is total cost of good produced. All of you agree? 2,34,000 plus 0 is 2,34,000. 1,56,000 plus 6,60,000. 8,20. 8,16. Or 7,16. No, 8,16. And 2,08,000 plus 11 lakh. 13,08,000. All right. This cost is of goods produced. Goods produced is either sold or they are lying in closing stock. Then out of 2,34,000, how much is closing stock in X? 5,000. All right, let me take Y. How much is closing stock in Y? 0. So full cost of 8,16,000 is for goods sold. 8,16,000 and 0. All right. Now instead of sold, see what I am writing it down. You are comfortable with these words. This is COGS. What is COGS? Cost of goods sold. And this is closing stock. This is cost of closing stock. All right. What is closing stock in X? 5,000. What is goods sold in X? And divide 2,34,000 in the ratio of 2:1. 10,000 is to 5,000, right? Do you understand? 2,34,000 divided by 15,000 is cost per unit produced. 10,000 multiplied by this answer and 5,000 multiplied by this answer. You can even directly divide it in the ratio of 2:1. What is the answer? 70. And this is 1 lakh. All right. 13,08,000. Help me out. Should I distribute? I'm not distributing it in ratio. Try to understand. Let me give you logical idea. This is cost of total how many units? 22,500, 7,500 or 30,000? 30,000. Then 13,08,000 divided by 30,000 will cost per goods manufactured. Per unit of goods manufactured. What is the answer? 13,08,000 divided by 30,000. 43.6. Put it in M plus. 22,700 into MRC. 9,81,000. Remaining is 3,80,27. Sir, how we can do it in ratio? 13 lakh 8,000 can be distributed in the ratio of 22,500 is to 7,500. My answer will be C. What I am distributing? Total cost of goods produced. I am distributing it in COGS and closing stock. All right. Now, see, you are a matured student. Huh? I want to find out income statement. What I should reduce from sales? I'm just rubbing it temporarily. If you tell me, I'll write it down again. How to find out GP? Sales minus total cost. If I do this sales minus total cost, what is the problem? Matching cost is the problem. Total cost is of goods manufactured and you are taking selling price of goods sold. So what I should take over here? Sales minus sales plus closing stock minus total cost, or sales minus COGS. Sales minus cost of goods sold will be is equal to GP. I am already knowing COGS. COGS for this is 78,000. I think here there is a mistake, right? 78,000, 1,56,000. Yes, 156,000 and 78,000. COGS is 1,56,000. 8,16,000. $9,81,000. This will be my a good question where joint cost is with the concept of closing stock. What was the best point in the question? This particular idea, right? 15,000, this 15,000 and this 30,000. While apportioning the joint cost, I want to find out net realizable value and not net realized value. If I find out net realized value, my answer will be incorrect. See 10.9. OPR Limited purchases crude vegetable oil. It does the refining of the same. The refining process results into 4 products. At the split of point, S, P, N and A. Product A is fully processed. At the split of point, product S, P and N can be individually further refined into SK, PM and NL respectively. The joint cost of purchasing the crude vegetable oil and processing it were rupees 40,000. Other details are as follows. You are required to identify the products which can be further processed for maximizing profits and make suitable suggestions. All right. See, when you are studying at CA level, you should answer what is asked and you should not answer what you know. I know how to distribute the joint cost. I can do it in units method. I can do it in this case and NRV method also. But they are not asking us to distribute the joint cost. They are asking us only one question. You are required to identify the products which can be further processed for maximizing profit. They want you to maximize profit and find it out? No. And make suitable suggestion. So I will be just giving suggestion which product should be further processed and which product should not be further processed. I am doing further processing decision only. Which product can be further processed? S, P and N. What are benefits if I further processed? What is the cost if I further processed? What will be net benefit if I further process? Please concentrate. S. Sales at split off point. If you sell it at split off point, I have not done a drawing, but if you sell it at split off point, how much sales value you can earn? If you sell after further processing, how much sales value you can earn? 1 lakh 20. What is benefit of further processing? 1 lakh 20,000 minus 20,000. What is the cost of further processing? 80,000. Plus apportioned joint cost. I should apportion the joint cost or not? Then why it is not cost of S? Exactly. It is a cost, but it is irrelevant cost for this decision making, right? Only further, we are taking further processing decision. Benefits of further processing should be considered and cost also of further processing should be considered. Net benefit will be positive 20,000. I should further process S. P 40,000 minus 12,000 will be 28,000 rupees. Further processing cost, sorry, 12,000 yes, minus further processing cost is 32,000. What will be answer? Negative 4,000. This should not be further processed. And 28,000, 48,000 is 20,000. 48 minus 28. 48,000 minus 28,000 is equal to rupees 20,000. Further processing cost is 36,000. This will result into negative 16,000. This should not be further processed. Suggestions. S should be further processed and P and N should not be further processed. There is one point in question. The joint cost of purchasing the crude vegetable and processing it is rupees 40,000. What is this? Joint cost given in the question. See, I am also including it in my answer. Rupees 40,000 joint cost is irrelevant. You should write down irrelevant or irrelevant for further processing decision. Is irrelevant for further processing decision. This is what is written with blue color. Believe me, gives some quality to your answer. The paper checker will understand that you just does not know the calculation, you even know the conceptual idea of this all things. So S will become SK and this all will remain P and N, and this will be end of 10 point. What is given in the suggested answer, you should not write it down. They have not asked us profit or to distribute the joint cost. This is more than enough and you will be getting full 5 marks. This was a 10.9.